I have a great story time for you that is a perfect illustration of how some men, not all men, but some men love their money far more than they love anything else in their life. Now, this is about a guy who was a golf buddy of my ex-husband. He was in his second marriage. They'd been married for something like 10 years. They were both in their 50s. Now, admittedly, they got together as a result of a very torrid love affair that had gone on for a couple of years. She ended up leaving her marriage. He ended up leaving his marriage for them to be together. They were so in love, and they were a couple that everyone stopped and stared at. He wasn't very good looking. He had a lot of money though. She was drop dead gorgeous, and anyone would say that of her. She was always so well put together, always not a hair out of place. But she was also really warm and charming, and she was well-mannered. She was sophisticated. She was elegant. Everyone envied the guy having this wife, and they had a very loving relationship, a very healthy bedroom life. I mean, they were great. Now, he, like I said, made a lot of money, and she was a very good-looking woman. Oh, and by the way, she was also a gourmet cook. She was making him dinner most nights that they weren't, he sometimes liked to go out and be a big macher. But, to look the part, she did whatever she needed to do. Neither one of them was looking at prices. She needed her hair done. She needed an outfit, whatever. Well, eventually he starts noticing credit card statements like, this is costing a lot of money. And it didn't affect his lifestyle at all. Nothing changed, by the way. He was actually upgrading his home, but he's like, you know what? This money that she's spending of mine, this perfect wife, he was like, I don't want to spend this money anymore. So he divorced her. He divorced her because she was spending too much of his money. Wasn't affecting his lifestyle, but he didn't want to pay anymore for the perfect wife. And he went off the rails a little bit when he divorced, enjoying that single life. He was going to a lot of adult entertainment venues, which is where he found his girlfriend. She was 18. She was 18, and she was one of the dancing girls there, and they were passionately in love, and he'd never felt this way before. And after a few short months, he moves her into his palatial estate, and everything is wonderful. Now, he did travel for work sometimes, so he was gone, and it was a short trip. And when he comes home, he's actually very surprised. They have company. She had moved her boyfriend into his home. So I hope it was all worth it for him. I think it was worth it for the ex-wife, because she did end up remarrying within a couple of years.